Hey, what's up, y'all? How's it going? Hope y'all are having a good one. So, this is a breakdown at the end of the season here. We got, of course, is anybody surprised, out of like the five of us who watch this, that Giannis got MVP yet again? No surprise whatsoever. I thought LeBron was going to win it because he was nearly averaging triple double, but I think Giannis's team, top of the conference, he kind of gets the nod there, so it makes sense. Almost three steals and three blocks per game. 2012, and almost 6 assists. Shot pretty well over the season, but Luka Doncic, 16, almost 17, 7 and 10. Two steals, almost two blocks as well. Just a terrific year. Look at that, 52% shooting, 80% of the free throw line, 43% at the 3-point line. Dude was just balling for most of the season. They didn't make the playoffs, but it's kind of setting up like the Mavs this year. They're not going to make the playoffs and stuff, but you never know what could happen. Future TJ McConnell wins fucking Sixth Man of the Year. That's such a raisin brand fucking way to have someone win Sixth Man of the Year. Not really exciting. But hey, he averaged 8 and 8, 2 steals per game off the bench. Let's see how many minutes he averaged this season. About 27 for the Mavs. To win Sixth Man of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, Giannis. Most Improved, Nikola Jokic. Eli Jones, coach for Steph Curry's team, wins Coach of the Year. 54-win team. Pretty high up. I'd have to say their defense is lacking, but Steph Curry is Steph Curry. So that team, that's my favorite to win the East. And of course, David Powell wins GM of the Year. Fuck him though, but I'm gonna try to win that shit in the next year or two. That's a breakdown. Here's all NBA teams for defense and all NBA right here. First team, Luka Doncic gets first team all around. Him, James Harden, Giannis, LeBron, DeMarcus Cousins all win first team nods. All NBA, and then Jimmy Butler, Russell Westbrook, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Joel Embiid. Second team. Third team is Kemba Walker, John Wall, the Miami Heat. That's another good underdog team in the East. With Kevin Durant, Marvin Bagley gets his way into the third team. That guy's going to be so good, and he's going to be really good in this franchise. I mean, they got Kyrie and him for the next couple of years, so Memphis Grizzlies pretty set up. Nikola Jokic gets third team to end it up, and then all defensive team you got Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler, Giannis, Anthony Davis, and Rudy Gobert to balance it out at the end. Rudy Gobert had a really good year himself. I mean, let's look at his stats. Almost 16 and a half, 13 and a half, and almost 4 blocks per game. Impressive. Second team, Russell Westbrook, James Harden gets in, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Will Embiid. I mean, that's a hell of a starting lineup in general, but that's a hell of a defensive team. And then all rookie first team, Luka Doncic, Marvin Bagley, DeAndre Ayton, Wendell Carter Jr., and Trae Young. Pretty much all five of these guys were the top five guys for Rookie of the Year. And then Triple J for second team. Mo Bamba sneaks in. Had a pretty good finish to the year with averaging 10 and 8. And he needs to get more blocks per game, but he's still going to do better in the future. Michael Porter Jr. gets in, and then Gilgeous Alexander, and then Rodions Kurux. I don't know how to pronounce that dude's name, but he gets in. He's a good shooter and stuff. So he's also in the Miami Heat, so it works well for the likes of having Andre Drummond and John Wall. This guy can shoot well. Average about 10 points per game. Triple J, let's see, he's 14.8, 2 blocks per game, 7 rebounds. So he looks pretty well set up, but he's injured at the moment for Philly. So that is the setup. It looks like we got Giannis and LeBron facing off in the first round. It's going to be a 7-game series, so fucking get used to it. That's why I said this is pretty much the halfway point, is because the amount of games being played. It's going to be at least 16 if we win. So you got Giannis and LeBron, 1 verse 8. We got Porzingis, Zach Levine, and the Timberwolves facing my Spurs. Now, unfortunately, last game there's a knee injury to Bradley Beal. I'm gonna have to look up and see how that injury ended up. It looked very weird and freaky. All he was doing was defending a fast break, and just did not look good on the play. Looked really weird. Teammates were helping him off the court, so that was fucked. Memphis third seed against Nikola Jokic. That's my favorite series out of all of these. I know LeBron and Giannis are facing each other, but LeBron's team's just not that good. But I think this is going to be a good series with Kyrie and Marvin Bagley and Steven Adams against Nikola Jokic, Kyle Lowry, and I believe Lou Williams. You got Damian Lillard in company with CJ McCollum against Donovan Mitchell and I think Brogdon and Steph Curry, top seed, facing AD and the Magic. They got in last. Should be an interesting matchup because AD has a good team just because AD is amazing. Then DeMarcus Cousins, I like this one right here. DeMarcus Cousins and the Bulls. Let's see that. And DeMar DeRozan against John Wall and Andre Drummond, Kenneth Faried as well, and Gary Harris. Should be a really good series. Russell Westbrook and company against Trae Young, Devin Booker, and Clint Capella. Should be a good matchup. And then I think we got Jimmy Butler against Paul George and the Knicks. Should be really interesting. We're not going to play the game, but we're going to have to simulate this stuff right here. So game one between. Let's see that box score. Big scoring matchup right here. Marvin Bagley, huge game. 35 points, 8 rebounds. I mean, huge game for Kyrie. Only 12 points, but 18 assists. Impressive. Good game by Steven Adams as well. But look at that. Just 35 points, beast game. Nikola Jokic almost gets a triple double. With Kyle Lowry doing well with 19 and 13. Bobby Portis a good game. So Rockets win game one of that. We're looking right here at a game one win at home by the Bulls. Look at the difference. Just a game between these two teams. I'm excited for. Look at that triple double right there. Jesus, what a game! And that guy was first team All NBA. It makes sense. DeMarcus Cousins is balling. Look at that, 25 points, 17 rebounds. Just alone, that's an impressive game. Almost a Barbara Walters 2020 game. And then he just says, "Yeah, fuck it, boy. I'll give 13 assists as well as that." And that overshadows a good game by DeMar DeRozan as well. 26 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. Even Gary Harris can't slow these dudes down right now. And Gary Harris had a good game himself, 4 steals. Also, 3 steals, 3 blocks by DeMarcus Cousins. Just a beast game. Gary Harris, 4 steals as well, 3 assists with his 25 points, but not many points scored by John Wall. Not a double-double. He had 9 points, 15 assists, 4 steals. Drummond just getting outplayed by DeMarcus Cousins in that one. Russ and them get game one at home in Brooklyn. Just an absolute, destruction. Let's see the score. I didn't check out the score, but yeah, look at that. That's a 31-point game. That's just an absolute shit show right there. Beast game by the Bulls. And then an absolute blowout as well by 23 points for Russ and them. Russ almost gets a triple double. Ty Lawson out of nowhere gets picked up by them playing a good game. Free agent comes in and does that shit. Interesting to see that Ty Lawson's doing well with Russ around two dudes that kind of need the ball quite a bit. You got Kent Bazemore, pretty good game, 3 steals, 5 assists. Buddy Hield, kind of an even performance around. Not very good game by Aaron Gordon by any stretch of the imagination, or Buddy Hield, but Russ Westbrook steps up and they just completely shit on this team. Clint Capella with a really good game. Not really many guys down low on this Nets team. That's definitely gonna be their main weakness is down low. Otto Porter, terrible game. Um, just only 4 points. Only shot 7 times. This team needs to get their shooters more involved in this one. I know. Look at that, only 8 shots for Devin Booker. That's a shame. That should be a third of what he's shooting. I mean, the guy's got 91 open mid-range and 91 open three-pointer. You got to utilize that guy more. 7 shots only for Trae Young. Only 2 assists. That's just a terrible game. Maybe, I mean, when you kind of look at it, though, it wasn't it kind of looked like a pretty tight game until the end because they won by 23 and the Nets beat them by 22 points in the fourth quarter. So it was pretty tight for 3 quarters. It's a pretty good Hawks team. I'm just saying this based upon that they were hard as fuck to play against. It was a really good game against them. But yeah, just complete shit show in the fourth quarter by them. And we'll see exactly how. Yeah, this was just a complete destruction all around. Already up by 13 in the first quarter. Just a great game by DeMarcus Cousins to start us off. And this is going to be an exciting up and down series for both these teams. I think Rockets win on the road. Should be impressive to see how it goes, but let's look at the injury right here. Sprained right knee. He's going to be out for this game, I think. Should be interesting. And a funny thing about it is that when Bradley Beal actually injured his ankle, had a high ankle sprain, one of the games that he was out for, I actually played against the Timberwolves, and we beat that ass pretty damn well. So looking forward to that. We'll have to see also too. Let's see if we can get ourselves a. Hold on, just a sec. Let's see exactly. Oh, wait. So yeah, I'm trying to see. I'd like to make him small forward with power forward backup, and then make Jonathan Isaac just be my power forward, starting power forward because Jonathan Isaac's beasting. Um, I might just go ahead and do that right now. Just change him to a small forward with power forward eligibility. And there you go, 90 overall. I will take that gladly. Nicely done. And then Jonathan Isaac, I will make him power forward, small forward, hybrid. And there we go. There we go. Let's see how that pans out. Um, hmm. Oh, that does not go so well. Let's change that. We'll just keep his rating up like that. And then here we go. There we go. We'll change that back. Never mind. Sorry, Jonathan Isaac. But he can stretch the floor quite well. So I'm looking forward to it. I won't use Kuzma quite a bit. Gonna have to use a lot of these two for these games. And what I kind of like when it comes to the playoffs is either one of these dudes having a bad game, it's most likely this dude is if he's having a bad game, I can use Rondo a lot down the stretch. He's having a bad game, gonna use Murray down the stretch quite a bit. And with that A perimeter defense, Rondo's defense is it's saying B plus, but it's just gotten better over the year. It's not that good. Um, he's quick, but overall just not that good. Terrence Ross, we got the playoffs coming up. Um, I kind of want to use a spark with him, but at the same time, if Bradley Beal's just going to be injured, not a big deal about that. Not really concerned. But yeah, playoff statistics already. Most points, Marvin Bagley so far, and you got DeMarcus Cousins. What a stat line, 25, 17, 13. Beast stat line. Really looking forward. Let's see how those jersey sales ended for the season. Kevin Durant easily on top. LeBron James, James Harden, Stephen Curry, and Kawhi Leonard to balance out the top five. Then AD, Giannis, Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving, and then Joel Embiid at top 10. And then Bradley Beal just keeping it in there for some reason. Kristaps Porzingis, I guess some Minnesota player isn't going to move his way up all too much. But you got the likes of Cat on the Pelicans. We're gonna have to see how those. Let's also look at up and coming. Yeah, upcoming free agency. Like we're gonna look at the guards just right here. Kyrie, Ben Simmons, Kemba Walker. That's already three. I mean, you got D'Angelo Russell. That's four dudes. That 28 years old is the oldest one. Those are guys that you're gonna want to have. De'Aaron Fox as well. So it's nice that I actually got DeJounte. Get to keep him for at least another year before signing him. Should be interesting with the signing bonuses and whatnot, and see how it affects salary cap. But quite a bit of dudes. Jamal Murray as well. A lot of young dudes. DeJounte, it says he's going to be upcoming, but we're going to deal with the team option there at the end of the season. Jimmy Butler, Clay Thompson, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown. Some of these dudes just you need to get re-signed, or else this league's going to be really fucked, and this draft is going to mean nothing after this season. You got Jason Tatum, not playing all too well lately with the Bucks. He might want to leave to greener pastures. Kuzma, it says, but he's going to be a team option. He's thrilled with us, and he's small forward, so it's looking forward to that. You got Kawhi Leonard and Kevin Durant, the top two for sure for this year. You got DeMarcus Cousins, Vucevic right there. Not really worried too much. These are older dudes. They're going to have to sign for a little bit less. And then Pascal Siakam with Detroit, him and Jimmy Butler are playing well. Julius Randle, looking forward to see where John Collins and Laurie Markkinen, Demontis Sabonis, the likes of those dudes. Bobby Portis as well, younger guys. Really interested to see how that's going to pan out. But yeah, that's the breakdown. Just gonna give a video breakdown for this, and yeah, just setting it up for the playoffs in the future. But yeah, looking forward to you know it playing hopefully at least 16 games. But we'll have to see with the injury with Bradley Beal. But I don't think it should affect this first round too much. Should be interesting to see if we face Giannis or LeBron. Most likely Giannis. With that team with Bledsoe and them against LeBron's team, I mean, just don't see LeBron doing much with Harrell and Jordan, just two dudes that aren't. He needs to have guards that can be around him shooting the ball, and it just doesn't seem like that too much. Malik Beasley a little bit, but Dennis Smith Jr. isn't good enough at shooting. But whatever, it's all good. But as always, y'all, really thankful for the support. Appreciate it, buds, and always be grateful for everything that comes to you. Later, y'all, and take care.